Hey, welcome everybody to my channel. If you could do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, share button, and that notification bell down at the bottom, and leave some comments down below. I'm gonna be doing a live stream around 5 o'clock this afternoon, so y'all stay tuned and pay attention for that. What I want to get into is we, from all fan bases, all teams have now are going through the transfer portal and players declaring for the NFL draft this year. And as well as coaching changes. Now, so far, Georgia has lost their best linebacker, who has declared for the NFL draft, which he should be a first-round draft pick. We have also lost Trayvon Walker, which was a junior. Jameer Siler, an offensive tackle. Kendricks. Georgia has lost some players to the draft, who was declared for the draft, and players who have hit the transfer portal. Now, I do agree with the transfer portal, and I disagree with the transfer portal. I don't know if the transfer portal is getting to be too much, but some players, which I kind of don't understand, that does get playing time and plays meaningful snaps, why would you want to transfer? You're playing, you're getting playing time like you wanted, and here yet you're still hitting the transfer portal. Now, I can see in some players' cases, if they come in and they are promised playing time, or the coaches say, hey, if you come to us, we will play you, and not getting to play. Now, if a player hadn't played all season, maybe 3-4 snaps, and then hadn't got playing time since, I can see them transferring. Because of course you want to go somewhere where you're going to actually play. That's why these players came to your school, is to play. But if you have played since your freshman year, sophomore year, and you are wanting to transfer somewhere else, to me, that just don't make sense. Yes, I agree it's going to happen. Yes, I know it's going to happen. But it just don't make sense. If you're getting playing time, why do you want to leave? How many players has Alabama lost so far to the transfer portal? Are players entering the NFL draft? Now, I can see if you're a junior and you decide to leave and go pursue the NFL, because there's a possibility that you're that talented that you know that you're going to get picked in the first, second round. So I can understand not wanting to give that opportunity up. And of course, like I said, I'm going to be doing a live stream around 5 o'clock this afternoon. And of course, we'll talk about that some more and hear what other people have to say and how they feel about it. But like I said, I'm with the transfer portal, and I'm not with the transfer portal. And I understand that these coaches can look to the transfer portal to bring other players in from different schools and give them an opportunity to play. In the case of Kendricks, the cornerback that played for Georgia, of course he played for Clemson. He ended up getting kicked off the team for issues, whatnot. So Georgia offered him the opportunity to come in to their class and play for them. So he chose to come to Georgia and get the opportunity to play once he knew that he couldn't go back to Clemson. But like I said, we'll get into that later on during the live stream and talk about that some more. Now, it is going to be a big day in Athens today, as they're having the national championship ceremony. And don't you know it is going to be packed and crowded in that place? Georgia finally won the national championship after 40 years. Another 8 months, guys, before football starts again. Well, we do have the NFL playoffs we can watch, if you watch the NFL. And that kicks off today. So if you like NFL, you can actually watch football. Now, I do watch the NFL, but I get more excited watching college football. And as I said earlier, there's going to be some coaching changes that's going to be coming up probably within the next week or so. And I know Georgia is probably about to lose some coaches to other schools or they're going to go on and go to the NFL and coach in the NFL. And as I bring that up, it is being said that Jamal Adai, the cornerbacks coach for Georgia, which was just brought in this season to coach, he could possibly be leaving and moving on. Georgia's offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, could be moving on back to the NFL. Now, does he want to leave Georgia and go coach in the NFL again? I believe he would if the right opportunity came up. Does he want to be a head coach in the NFL again? There's a lot of head coaching positions open right now in the NFL. And I imagine after the season there will be more. Does he want to go back to the NFL and be an offensive coordinator for a team? And I'm going to tell you, and I said it last night in a live stream, I would understand if Todd Monken wanted to go back to the NFL, but man, I sure hate if Georgia loses him. He made some changes to that offense this season. And I could see if he stayed on at Georgia, I could see that offense being even better than what it was this season. Yes, it will suck if he decides to move on. Now the question is, if he did decide to move on, who would Kirby Smart go out to look for and bring in as the new offensive coordinator? I can tell you up front, and right now, I don't want Bobo back. And I'm sure that would be a name people throw out there, is Mike Bobo. Yes, while he was at Georgia, Georgia had scored over 40 points a game. But at the same time, his play calling, for some odd reason, he would want to run it up the middle. Let's run it up the middle almost every time. You didn't see what you seen in Todd Monken's offense with Bobo, where he would do a swing pass out to the running back coming out of the backfield. You didn't see two running backs in the backfield at the same time. Mike Bobo's offense is old school. I would actually like to see an offensive coordinator come in who actually knows how to coach an offense. Almost like Todd Monken, if not better. So if Todd Monken does decide to leave, who will Kirby Smart bring in? As well as Alabama. Now, I know that there's people out there, Alabama fans, that don't want Bill O'Brien there no more. if he decides to go back coaching in the NFL, who will Nick Saban go out to bring in as an offensive coordinator? Or, as well as Georgia, do they already have somebody on staff that he could promote to offensive coordinator? Now I'm going to tell y'all guys, this transfer portal is about to get crazy. Of course, you've already had some players announce that they was transferring. How many more are going to announce? Who will announce that they're transferring during spring practice? And that could be what a lot of them is waiting to decide to do. It is about to get crazy. And I know it's all part of it. You're going to have players transfer. You're going to have players, underclassmen, announce and declare for the NFL draft. So teams are going to have to rebuild. And of course, they have to do it every year. So when will some more players announce that they're going to transfer? I know that players declaring for the draft have to do it by Monday. So they have at least another day to decide if they're going to leave for the NFL or not. I don't know if I see any more Georgia players declaring for the draft, but I'm sure there will be some more that's going to announce the transfer to somewhere else, to play somewhere else. It's about to be a crazy off season. Like I said, transfer portals here. Coaching changes are going to be happening. Crazy, crazy, crazy. See what players other teams bring in from the transfer portal. See what coaches leave. See what coaches get brought in to take the spot of the coaches that left. I appreciate everybody that watches my channel and tunes in and enjoys my videos. I look at all y'all as my friends, like I said before in other videos. Like I always say, win, lose, or tie, I'm a dog fan till the day I die. Go Dogs!